You gonna look presentable.
I guess I do.
Hey everybody, it's Audrey and Avery. And we have Archie.
Hi.
Yeah, so we are on our way to Gainesville. Today is definitely work day. We kind of have a hybrid day, traveling in between. And we just wanted to hop on real quick and chat while we're in the car ride. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about and ask my hubby is, what does it feel like, or what is it like being in business or in partnership with your significant other?
It is wonderful. I mean, it is wonderful. Hey, how y'all doing?
Don't be looking like I beat you.
No, but seriously, in anything it comes with its challenges, but it's just how you function and make it work. But it is a joy to be able to be in partnership with my wife and my little one, Avery, back there, who's making a lot of noise back there. But it is a great thing and a great feeling because, again, it's just like an addition of time that we get to spend with one another and, you know, just bounce off each other with our ideas and how to address situations and everything in that matter. But it's great. It's great in being a partnership and just building a legacy and a business together. It's an awesome feeling. So I wouldn't trade it.
So do you think, and I would agree with that. I think that it is, pretty awesome working with your partner. But what would you say have been some of our challenges as far as working with each other and things that we maybe had to work through in order to make it more cohesive team?
Oh, good question. Very good question. So I would say that some of our challenges that I've witnessed and noticed that we did have or that we experienced, you know, while working together in a partnership is the way that how we think about and communicate things. I'm more of one who's ready to get things done. Just like more of, all right, let's get it done. You know, this on the game plan, whatever like that. When on the other hand, Audrey have to take more time to analyze and think about this and think about that. Then she'll think about it some more and some more. By the time she done did that, I'm already done. I'm done already. So, you know, but, you know, it's just, you know, developing the capacity to be able to be understanding and try to help her, you know, notice that, hey, you know, we have to, you know, do this together as a team, and for me to relax a little bit, but still know that there's a sense of urgency of completing things in a timely manner.
Yeah, and I definitely would agree with that. I would say it's been compromise on both our parts, and I think for me, early on, it frustrated me a lot because you are super stringent about everything, and I had to realize the benefit of that. So even though you weren't the same as me, it's okay, mama. It's okay. Even though you weren't the same as me in certain areas, I had to realize like the things that frustrated me the most were the things that you were strong in and that I was weak in, and I kind of had to just come to a point where I accepted that and then allowed you to be you 100% and show your strength, and then the same thing for me, vice versa.
Avery agreed with that as well. Thank you, baby.
I would definitely agree with that. So what would you say are some of the benefits of working with your spouses?
Like I said before, you know, it's the time that you can never get back. You know, it allows us the capability to have more time to spend with one another. I just don't want to spend time with Audrey on a job, but, you know, just give you that extra family time because we have been blessed with the benefit and the opportunity to also travel and have, you know, Avery with us while we're working and traveling. So a lot of people don't get that opportunity, but also it's just building that foundation and that legacy as well, and making sure that, you know, you're getting things and tackling things together. In addition, it is also an efficient way of how to cut costs and expense as well when you are working in a partnership with your spouse. Even though I need to get paid, Even though I need to get paid, you know, it does help with expense because we don't have to go ahead and outsource that monies or those funds to someone else. Instead, it stays in house as well. So again, there's a lot of positive benefits, but again, like I said, in all, again, it allows the quality time and enjoyment to be with my wife and my kid.
Yeah, and I would agree with that too. I think I just wouldn't want to do this with anybody else. So I think that's a huge benefit, like you said, spending quality time together. And I think for me too, it really allowed me, like, even though I can see your strength in our household and with our daughter for sure, but I think it allowed me to see like a different aspect of you, and really just knowing like, oh, okay, like maybe just crush that, so it allowed me to see just a different side of me that I wouldn't get to see on a day-to-day basis if we didn't work together. So I think that's a huge aspect. So another thing, so I've seen people working in business and like couples and married couples and all of that, where they work in business together and they seem to fizzle out, or they seem to no longer be together or anything like that. Like, what are your thoughts or your comments on couples that have worked together in business, and how do you think we can do that effectively without damaging our marriage or damaging the first part?
Another great question, Audrey. Just kind of like I touched bases on before, it does allow us the time to spend time together, but I just don't want to spend time with you business. So I believe that there's a importance of being able to have a cutoff time and be able to stick to that. I'm all about business, but also I'm about, maintaining and reviving and making sure that I pour into my relationship, because that's very important to me. So that comes before the business. My relationship with my wife and my kids. First my relationship with God, then my wife and kids, But at the same time, I have to make sure that I keep my priorities in order to make sure that, again, I keep the romance and the spontaneity and everything revived, So just pouring into my marriage and, being a great father and everything like that, to make sure that I still invest that time. And running a business, it's a lot of work. It takes a lot of time, but again, it comes with time management. So if you're one who's able to manage time well, you can make it happen. You may be tired, but you can make it happen. So again, going on little walks, or just trying to do things or whatever like that. So just maintaining that normacy.
Yeah, and I would agree with that. And I think we've had that talk more than once, really more, with me too, kind of getting overwhelmed sometimes. And I think one of the things that made me kind of put me at peace is knowing that, okay, like, we know we have this business to run, we know we have things to do, but at the same time, like you said multiple times and shown that, where is the business is great, but our marriage comes first. And I think that puts me more at peace and at ease, where it's like, at the end of the day, we're trying to get this legacy built, we're trying to do all of that, but at the same time, it won't come over our marriage, it won't come over the quality of our relationship.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I definitely love that. Let's see, what else? Do I have another question? Yeah, that's the main thing. And just allowing other people to see that it is possible. And it doesn't have to be something that's, we're at each other's throat every day or anything like that. And I think for the most part, we do a great job handling it. I think something that I definitely want to work on myself is making sure that, even when I was just talking about getting overwhelmed, that I don't necessarily drag that into, what we have going on, and making sure that I tell you that too. Like, hey, I'm overwhelmed, I need a minute. I think that's always helpful. Mama!
Avery's overwhelmed right now.
What the matter? You don't like that card thing? No. What you got to say? What you got to say to people? What you got to say to the people? Huh? How is it as a little one in the household? Huh? How is it? How is your travel life? Traveling back and forth to Gainesville.
I get to eat, sleep, and use the bathroom.
Yeah. Those sounds like good things to me.
And I get plenty of love and kisses. Yeah,
so that's the main thing. And we just just wake up every day willing to make it happen for each other, and I think that's something else that's a big deal. And just having that extra support, that's one of the things that I kind of touched on before, but I think it's really helpful, especially working with your partner, working with your spouse, and just having that extra support, that extra person to lean on. I don't think anybody understands more than Archie understands when things go wrong, or when they don't go as planned. Sometimes it's not necessarily even all bad. It's just you have this grand plan, and when you go to execute it, sometimes it does need to be tweaked. It does need to be adjusted and all of that. And sometimes it takes a lot in order to do that, and it may take a toll on. It takes a toll on me anyway, mentally. But I think it's super helpful to have just that extra support, and to have somebody to be able to say, you just need to stop and go for a walk, and take care of you and put you first, and just have the extra reminder there. But anywho, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna hop off. We're gonna make sure Avery has a little extra to watch. I'm probably gonna put on Gracie's Corner or something like that until we get to Gainesville, and then we're gonna make sure we get all the rest of our action items done for today. We'll see you guys on the next